if he not getting you a Birkin, if he not paying for your bills, then throw that nigga back to the streets.
A Birkin is $50,000. That's his yearly salary. So if he's not spending his yearly salary on you and not paying all your bills to the streets, that's not even real. That's not even realistic to the average girl. And it's like, who y'all talking to? Like, when y'all be saying, oh, if he not paying all your bills, if he don't get your nails done every week, if he don't, who y'all talking to? Cause the average girl is like, my man love me. like he might not, but like, damn, he can't do all that. Like, who y'all talking to? Cause y'all fans are average human beings. Like, it can't be icy pricey niggas and a wife me selling box, bro. There's no way Saweetie selling box. Well, you can't lie. A lot of girls sell box though. Not a lot of girls sell the front though. Not a lot of girls sell the front. When that money start getting low, that front start getting sold, bro, nigga. Can't lie. And it's like, I don't blame him, bro. I can't lie. If I was a girl, bro, and I was broke, I probably would sell some box too. I'm not gonna lie. If I was broke and like all I had was the box, I probably would sell it my damn self. I'm not gonna cap. Cause like, why not? Like, you got girls making millions of dollars on OnlyFans for the box. Now I'm not lying. I couldn't sell my box if I was a girl. I'm not selling my box, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I was just trolling. I'm not doing that. I'm not selling no box for no money. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Saweetie allegations are wild. Blackie speaks. I don't think I'm selling the box for the money. I'm just chatting, bro. I'm trolling. I'm not selling the box. Saying nope. She's not selling
by
the
her
box.
former road manager, who basically accused her of moving like an escort. I'm sure a lot of people recognize the name, or at least the face. Saweetie got it popping back in 2017 with her breakout song Icy.
What happened this while with chat?
Girl.
I just got
After
rated?
that, she had a few big hits and a very
Yo,
public
Jet!
relationship with the rapper Quavo.
One jet.
Manager, who basically accused her of moving like an escort. I'm sure a lot of people recognize the name, or at least the face. Saweetie got it popping back in 2017 with her breakout song Icy Girl. After that, a few big hits and a very public relationship.
Icy. Yo, Saweetie fake had it though. Not gonna lie. Icy. Niggas what up? Icy.
With the rapper Quavo. But even though her music pushed her to the top.
Yo, chat, do I like Quavo? I can't lie. People are telling me like Quavo, bro. Do I like Quavo, chat? I get Quavo a lot. Do I like Quavo to y'all? I get Quavo a lot. So.
A lot of the conversations around her career has always been about her image, her relationships, and whether the fame was built on more than just the music. Now let's get into this particular story. A few days ago, a woman who goes
I get Quavo and I get Neo. And I get Prince Dre.
By the name of Maybach May.
Who the f is this? God damn. My nigga. God damn. She got the same. This is the same face right here. She got the same. Oh, you put an eye right here and an eye right here and lips. She got this. This is her face is right here. God, she got that shit slim. That shit, she got a sloth face. She not ugly though, but she just got a long face though.
Who claimed
like she's like an anteater. Like she eat mad ants.
To be Saweetie's former road manager went viral after posting a
this is Blackie Speaks. This nigga ugly as shit.
Series of social media posts accusing Saweetie of exploiting her current boyfriend.
Yeah, I get Neo too.
Footballer Jadon Sancho for money.
I get Neo. I get when I was in school. They said I like Neo. Do I like Neo, chat? Do I like Neo? Keep it a buck. I like Neo. I get Neo a lot. I used to get Neo I used to get Neo a lot when I was younger, bro. I don't think I like Neo. That nigga got the baldy. I got locks. That's kind of up.
She claimed that she was the one who arranged Saweetie's trip to London, where she met Jadon. Some of y'all might recognize the name or face.
Hell no.
Jadon Sancho is a very famous 25-year-old English footballer or soccer player, like Americans would say, who plays for Aston Villa in the Premier League. Saweetie and Jadon first linked up back in January 2025 following her visit to Chelsea FC's home stadium, Stamford Bridge, back when...
Bro, I got ads, bro. I gotta figure out how to get an ad blocker on here, bro.
Back when Jadon was playing there for one season on a loan. That trip ended up being a turning point because according to Saweetie's former road manager, that's where the story started.
Saweetie got a BBL? Bro, when Saweetie got a BBL? That's BBL right there.
Bridge, back when Jaden was playing there for one season on a loan. That trip ended up being a turning point because, according to Saweetie's former...
She got BBL? She look kind of nice right there. She got BBL, right? Saweetie never even had no. She was always slim.
road manager.
She never had no belly to get BBL.
That's where the story started. Now, Miss Maybach May put up a few posts, but the most prominent one was a screenshot of what she claimed was a text conversation between her and Saweetie. And in those messages, Saweetie was allegedly making an inquiry about Jaden Sancho, basically asking, how much money could I run up if I ended up getting with this guy? And that was one of the most talked about parts of these allegations. This text that the ex-manager claimed came from Saweetie herself. And the message said, when bitches run it up on Jaden, how much they doing in a weekend. So that...
bro, it's like, it is a little crazy, but it's like, bro, if I found out, if I'm a girl and I found out this man is giving girls money just because they're pretty, I don't see why not. Like, if I'm about to get money for being pretty, shit, like, it's like, I don't see why not take advantage of the opportunity. I'm just saying, it's a little crazy, but it's like, shit, why not? I'm pretty. I'll take a couple dollars to be just for nigga to be around me.
Line alone had people online losing their minds, because if that text is real, it sounds like she's asking, how much are other women making off of him, almost like she's comparing rates. And that's what made this whole situation spiral, because it doesn't just sound messy, it sounds very transactional. And this is important because this is not the first time Saweetie has been accused of this type of thing. Over the years, there's been quiet talk, rumors, gossip, whatever you want to call it, through the grapevine about her using relationships as a business move. Now, this is kind of when it starts getting into the territory where people begin throwing around words like selling the pum pum or escorting, which basically...
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You have to get out of here, bro. I love you, though. Give me a hug, bro. Love you, bro. Go in your room. You want to go to sleep? All right, so go lay down. Close the door. Are you mad tall, bro? You mad tall, right? You long, bro.
Is a very serious accusation. Some of y'all might remember how back in 2022, a little over a year after her breakup with Quavo, he seemingly called her out on the song Messy with the late Takeoff. Rest in peace to Takeoff. On that record, he said, BITCH, after my dog behind my back, but I ain't stressing. And at the time, everybody knew who the dog was rumored to be. It was Offset. And that lyric right there came right after online rumors started spreading online that...
But I'm saying, like, you think it's crazy? What's crazier? Well, okay, what's crazier? What's crazier? If your mans have a girlfriend and they broke up and you go talk to her, or is it crazier if the girl go talk to your mans? I think they're both crazy, bro. I think... Personally, if I got an ex-girlfriend and my closest friend that I'm in a group with go talk to my girl after we break up, well, me and him got problems, bro. I don't care about the girl, bro. We're friends for real. Like, you're my friend you're my family, actually. A little crazy.
Saweetie and Offset had hooked up behind Quavo's back, which allegedly is what started the...
I think it's more crazy if your family, your friend of 10 plus years, and he married 10 plus years, 20 plus years of your family member in a group with, sleep with your ex-girlfriend, that's crazier than your girl doing it. I think it's crazier in my opinion. I mean, they're both crazy though, because your girl is also very bugging for sleeping with your other man. That's crazy also. But bro, you my family, bro. Or we close mans, bro. That's crazy.
Beef between the two members of the Migos, who are the only two ones left. Saweetie never confirmed it, neither did Offset. However, Offset did years later, recently actually, he denied that. But that moment definitely changed how a lot of people started looking at Saweetie. So now with these new allegations from her former road manager,
she was cool with the wife?
people are revisiting the old situation, not because the stories are, the same, but because they both paint a picture of how Saweetie moves when it comes to men with status and power, right? Now, her former road manager put up a few other posts, and one of the most notable ones is where she referred to Jaden Sancho as a client. I want to make one thing clear. I booked her for an appearance to visit the Chelsea Stadium and support the soccer team. Instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. I was a road manager with her, getting her deals. I was solid to this girl. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple. I want my money.
You already know. Client? What she mean by client though? Maybe she is selling the front. Client sound like a real sell front word. Yeah, like client sound like a sell front word. Oh, the girl's client. Oh, I thought she was saying she's Saweetie client. Oh, he was Saweetie client.
Interesting. She claimed she was actually the one who arranged for Saweetie and Jaden to link up, but according to her, things didn't go as planned. And in reality, at least based on what the road manager is saying, the whole plan was for Saweetie to get together with Jaden, and he would trick on her. Okay, meaning he'd spend money on her, buy gifts, fly her out, take care of her financially.
But I'm saying, do you know the amount of girls that do this for though? Like, do you know this is like some girls like claim the fame? Like this is normal, bro. Like this is a lot of girls claim the fame right here. Like, let me go be pretty and go talk to the rich guy and let him take care of her. That's a lot of girls claim the fame. That's a lot of girls like, yo, I'm gonna do this. Like, this is what we gonna do. Like, even when you think about it, I even feel like if I'm a rapper and the girl's a rapper, I feel like they do things for business thing. Like, okay, let's just say how you see like a rapper date another rapper because it looked good for their and then they start getting more sales. They start getting more listens on their music. It's like a business move. Like, they'll date for business reasons. So I feel like this is not like, it don't sound that crazy to me because like it's not nothing you wouldn't expect from girls in the industry or people in the industry. Like, money and girls, they kind of go hand in hand with prostitution and selling front and tricking. Like, it's all one thing in that world. Like, it's not that crazy to hear it.
In exchange for her time and attention. Basically, paying for the boom boom, right? But instead of keeping a business...
But there's regular men. I have friends that pay for the front. I know my real life friends that I went to school with that pay for the front. Like, I know them. Like, they pay hundreds of dollars for the front. Thousands of dollars for the front. So it's like, it's not that crazy for these rich men we pay for doing it too. I try to say shit very normal.
Saweetie allegedly, fell in love
with... They be going to Miami and Bangkok and Thailand and all these places, and you think they just get in front? Now they paying for the front, bro. What you mean?
The guy, and that's what Miss Maybach is claiming. So that's when, this whole story turned from just messy into something way more serious. I'll tell a joke, but I ain't never told a lie. I sent you to Dubai because you never balled before and was depressed looking for a happy life. Took you to London, babes. Took you to Nigeria. Booked you on an Australian tour. I helped this girl so much, only for her to play with my money at the end. I'm just missing my payment money from London. Pay up before I start naming the rest of the husbands you was playing with. And her beef with Saweetie is basically that Saweetie didn't pay her for these services, okay? Like 50 cents, she wanted her goddamn money. Now, some people might call that matchmaking or management, but depends.
Exactly. The girl was okay with it. Facts. The girl was fine with it. Until she's like, bro, you're not paying me no more? Okay, let me air you out. That's all it was. The girl was the one helping her get the bookings. the girl was like her, literally like her pimp. she was helping her get the bookings.
Depending on how you look at it, if what this woman is saying is actually true, that starts crossing into something way darker, because what she's describing sounds a lot like what they call procure. Because what she's describing sounds a lot like procuring, which by definition is when someone arranges or facilitates sexual encounters for money on. In illegal terms, that's literally what's known as pimping or being a...
Yeah, she being a pimp, I just said it.
Damn, which falls under sex trafficking laws in the United States and most other countries. So if, and that's a big if, what she's claiming actually happened, that wouldn't just be messy, that would be a crime. But again, these are just allegations. None of this has been confirmed. And Saweetie hasn't, publicly spoken about this.
No, it was for money and trips, and it was more for lifestyle. She was pimping her for a lifestyle.
And I just don't know how smart it is for the ex-manager to even put this out there publicly for a few reasons. Number one, I don't know if this is how she makes her money, but if it is, this move could seriously hurt her business, because anyone with money or status is going to look at this and think, yeah, I'm not working with someone who's exposing private stuff like that. And number two,
but it's like people don't think about that. When people get emotional when it comes to money, they just start doing stuff. Should have said whatever. Keep the money. That's true. Now suppose she got another girl trying to freaking,
little truth
You
to
just
what
messing
she's
up your
saying,
clientele.
she might have actually put
She said she got clients.
herself in danger, because when you start talking about flying people around for things like that, it can get the authorities
She
involved
moving like Diddy.
real quick. I mean, that's not just
Female
drama anymore.
Diddy.
That's the kind of thing that can turn into a real investigation. So
She
honestly,
moving
she
like
might have
Diddy
exposed
out there.
herself too while trying to expose.
Yeah, I know Diddy got in trouble for flying. Like he was flying girls in and out. Like that was part of his case. Like flying people in and out for like sexual contact. Like that was part of his case. She moved like Diddy.
Saweetie, because if this ever gets to the point where the FBI, whoever starts, looking into it, Saweetie could easily flip it into, she could say that, hey, I was being extorted, or, the manager was the one who was trying to set her up.
Exactly.
And just
She
like
moved
that,
like Diddy.
Saweetie gets the get out of jail free card, right? But that's beside the point. This type of thing isn't very rare in the entertainment world. Obviously, none of this is confirmed. These are all allegations. And that's exactly how we're labeling it for now, the Saweetie allegations.
Allegedly, Saweetie was getting the front pimped on by the Maybach girl, moving like Diddy. Move like a pimp named Slipback, the female version.
But let's be real, a lot of this kind of stuff goes on behind the scenes, right? And it's just that most of the time, it never goes to the public. Whether it's certain Instagram models or bottle girls, influencers.
Yeah, they all do it. All them girls that's in that club scene do it. They all do it. It's just not being popularized because they're not Saweetie.
Once they're connected to the entertainment space, it's a whole different ball game. Because what happens is you start mixing money, fame, and access. That's where the lines get blurry. Now, whatever you want to say about Saweetie, go ahead. But the truth is, she got money. She's a millionaire. She's not broke. She got money. But that doesn't automatically mean someone can get caught up in a situation like this. Because the truth is, a lot of women who move in these circles, they might have money, but at the same time, they just don't have that kind of money, right? Like, just to give you an idea, Jadon Sancho, the young man we talked about who's 25, who plays in the Premier League, he's reportedly making 300,000 British pounds a week. That's almost 400,000 US dollars every single week.
A week? You're making that in a week? Like 1 a week? Like 7 days? God damn.
So rapper money is very different from athlete, but specifically Premier League money, clearly. So when you're in those circles, when that kind of money's floating around, it's a different ballgame, right? And they don't just deal with random women on the street. They go through people, connections, introductions, recommendations, okay, from inside their little world. So when you see a woman with some kind of, popularity, and
I'm trying to say, if him making 400,000 a week, he might need to come off some of that money. Like, well, you don't need all that money. You give a couple of girls a couple of 10 mans. Let me stop.
Specifically saying Saweetie here, but when you see them with these types of women, these types of guys, they don't just pay for, sex. They're also paying for the drama-free experience that comes with it. They know that if they mess with another woman who doesn't have anything to lose, who isn't established or doesn't have her own name, that can get messy fast. But if the woman already has some kind of platform status or reputation, it feels safer to them, right? Mm-hmm. She understands discretion, she understands the game, and she's not about to risk everything for attention. That's the mindset a lot of these ultra wealthy guys have. So it's not always about just attraction. It's about control, privacy, and keeping their world clean from unnecessary.
Yo, chat, I'm going to tell y'all something, bro. All I got to say is that y'all thinking these people don't be doing something, they be doing some crazy stuff, chat. I've heard some stories, chat. And just know, when them NDAs get signed and them phones get taken away and they be having them private events with all them girls and a couple of guys, all I'm gonna say, all I'm gonna do is that, my nigga. When them phones start getting taken away and them NDAs start getting signed, gets a little weird.
Say your problems. I mean, we're talking about wealthy CEOs, executives, entrepreneurs, obviously athletes and musicians and stuff like that. And most of the time, these men already have like a main woman or a wife or a long-term partner who's already aware of how things work. So when they do have someone on the side, that's an arrangement, okay? They know that they can't just mess around with anyone because one bird-ass bitch can fuck up the whole operation.
Exactly, and that's why they pick certain girls that have... All right, I'm not even going to expose the situation, chat.
So that's why a lot of this stuff goes on very quietly through people.
That's why they pick certain girls that have... They might have a boyfriend, they might have a girlfriend, they might be married. So you might have a married girl or a girl with a boyfriend and a married man And he might say, okay, you married, I'm married. You know, NDA signed, we can mess around. But you married too, so you can't say nothing. Or you got a girlfriend too, so you can't say like that's how they do it. That's the play. Like that is literally the play. Oh, I date this celebrity, you date that celebrity. But come on, like we could do it still, but just don't make it hot. So if they know it, that's gonna mess both our careers up. It's like an evil genius plan that they have.
They trust introductions, recommendation circles where everybody already knows the rules, like I said. So that gets into a whole different conversation, one I'm actually working on for a separate video. But back to Saweetie. Now it's being
allegedly
that she had multiple trips booked and arranged by this former road manager. The manager claims that they're flying out to all kinds of destinations, Europe, Africa, Australia with the kangaroos and shit, you name it. And according to her, those weren't just regular work.
Make sure you put the allegedly in there. Allegedly. That's what they're doing.
Work trips. She's claiming there was a whole other purpose behind them, which if true, would completely change how people look at Saweetie's public image, because even though these kinds of rumors have been echoing around the industry for years, Saweetie's always tried to play on a certain image, which is like classy, feminine, and business savvy look, right? Or classy, I would say early on in her career. Later on, she just said fuck it, right? So the Icy Girl brand that she built early on, it was about luxury, confidence, and independence. But at the same time, the way she's moved outside of that brand has often been the complete opposite. Like a few years ago, she went viral due to this Instagram live she put up where she was telling women, if he's not buying you a Birkin bag or paying your bills, throw that nigga back to the streets.
Yes, and that goes against your Icy Girl brand. That's like me telling me go eat McDonald's, and that's not part of my brand. I'll be backtracking.
If he's not getting you a Birkin, if he's not paying for your bills, then throw that nigga back to the streets, okay?
Coincidentally enough, she dropped a song right before that moment called Back to the Streets. So a lot of people started feeling like the whole thing was just marketing, which it was, where she was playing into that same image in order to sell the music. And the issue with that is pretty obvious. You're selling women in your audience this fantasy that if a man isn't buying you a designer bag, which is worthless.
These niggas work at these niggas have regular jobs. You telling ladies that have regular boyfriends. This nigga don't even got TikTok or Instagram on his phone. That nigga just go to work and come home. That if you're not buying her a Birkin, he gets a Birkin is $50,000. That's his yearly salary. So if he's not spending his yearly salary on you and not paying all your bills to the streets, that's not even real. That's not even realistic to the average girl. And it's like, who y'all talking to? Like, when y'all be saying, oh, if you're not paying all your bills, if you don't get your nails done every week, who y'all talking to? Cause the average girl is like, nigga, my man love me. like he might not, but like, damn, he can't do all that. Like, who y'all talking to? Cause y'all fans are average human beings. Do y'all know that, right? So who are y'all talking to? Who are you talking to? Y'all be saying, oh, if your girl not doing this, your girl not doing that. Bro, my girl goes to work every day, 8 hours, and we have 3 kids. You want me to leave my girl because she not freaking? What are y'all talking about? Like, what are y'all be talking about? Who are you talking to? I love my girl. She cook time to time, but she be busy. She can't cook every single day.
Your bills is not worth your time. Which, in other words, you're basically saying this pum pum can be bought. Now, as for this particular story, again, these are just allegations. Saweetie hasn't responded to anything, but it's the kind of claim that sticks, especially when it feeds into an image people have already questioned. And the conversation that's been coming up about Saweetie for a while now is how much she's actually benefited from what people call pretty privilege, which in other words means the idea that her looks opened the door for her, that she's been rewarded for being attractive more than her actual talent. But recently, she actually flipped the whole conversation on its head, and she went viral for it. During a recent interview, Saweetie actually talked about something she called pretty punishment. In her words, people have seen that she's gorgeous, she's getting money, she's getting bags, she's always in the spotlight. But what they don't see...
That's a fact, Sarah. There's girls that think they have to go to Nobu on the first date. They have to go to Roof Chris on the first date. They have to meet a man that got BMW. The average man does not have Nobu BMW. The average man drives a Honda. The average man drives a Toyota. The average human being, sometimes they don't even have cars. They drive old cars that paid off. If you want that lifestyle, you might have to find your little scammer or something. You might have to find your little scammer, a guy with a good job. It's not easy to do that unless you it's not easy. So you're telling these girls to leave their loving, hard-working man that love them and take care of the kids and cook and clean and do all that stuff because he can't afford to buy her a Birkin. A Birkin. A bag that costs more than this nigga apartment. What the hell?
Sees how many doors were
Mimi,
slammed in her face. How many times she's been counted out or underestimated because of her appearance. And this is according to her, right?
Pretty punishment.
Saweetie said they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment.
Shut your ass up.
She meant,
I hate when people try to flip it like that. Pretty punishment. What is that? Pretty punishment. I've never heard of pretty punishment in my damn life. Pretty punishment because I go through hard stuff too because I'm pretty. Shut your privileged ass up. You was light skinned and you pretty. Once you light skinned, you privileged already. Because that's what the world tends to. And you talking about, oh, I'm so pretty that I get punished for it. Shut your privileged ass up. I'm so pretty I get punished for it. Guys only like me because of my looks. Shut your fucking ass up.
That is that being pretty comes with a different kind of
DM
bias.
Saweetie.
People project on you. They assume things, and sometimes they even root against you out of animosity or hidden agendas.
You better have a couple M's to book up the pum pum. That's a fact,
Saweetie said that this is something that she's dealt with her entire life.
Feel like the industry has tried to count you out? Like,
Since I started.
talk about it,
You saying pretty punishment is real? That's what you saying, Richie?
man. Because I think people look, to be honest, people see you're gorgeous. You're getting endless bags. You are, listen, that girl. I don't think they understand how many doors, how many rejections, how many times people have counted you out.
I saw it on TikTok. They were like, they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. There's been so many times I've just been counted out, and I know that it's behind animosity. I know it's because of a hidden agenda.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. That's okay. I get it. I see it now. She explained it. I see it because I'm not gonna lie. My ex-girlfriend always say growing up how girls used to always not like her because she was pretty, or how girls would treat her weird or talk to her weird or not want to be friends with her because she was pretty, or because they jealous of her because she's pretty. So that is true. I'm sorry. I take it back. I'm backtracking. Y'all right. Some girls be so pretty where girls be mean to them or treat them bad because they pretty and just do weird shit to them because they pretty. That's true. My fault. I backtrack. I apologize. I'm wrong.
But it makes me work harder. But this has happened like my whole life.
That's true. I'm wrong, chat. My fault. You're right. You know, I got a little. My fault, chat. They be in serious competition. I know. You're right. They be moving weird and shit. They be having their own cliques. They be having their ugly girl clique and hate you for no reason. Because you pretty and everybody like you, so they hate you for no reason. No reason to hate you. You didn't do nothing to them. You're nice. You a nice girl. You say hi to them all that, but they hate you because this is pretty and everybody like you. That's true.
So it's
My
like
fault, chat.
what I deal with in the industry is just different face, same case.
Oof.
I think even at like school, work, like she's always telling me like, yo, what Mimi, that'll be a sub. Why does it play twice? Thank you, Mimi, for the sub. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, she said like at work, like the girls would like have their own cliques. And they will like click up against her. So it'll be 5 girls against her. Just because she's pretty. Like, no real reason. Just because she's pretty. Or like the manager might tend to her more. Or the supervisor might give her special privilege because she's pretty. And they'd be like, oh, I don't like her. She gets treatment because she's pretty.
After that clip went viral, Saweetie got a lot of backlash online. But she pushed back, saying the media twisted her words and misrepresented her point. On X, formerly known as Twitter, she said the conversation wasn't about bragging or complaining. It was about microaggressions, hidden agendas.
That's true.
And what it's really like to move through
Saweetie.
the industry as a woman who's constantly being judged for her looks. And she clarified that she's grateful and she's happy for her success. You know, glory to God, I believe she said. But the pressure, bias, and judgment is real. And she ended it by saying she's not fazed and that she'll keep going because she has a vision, right? So yeah, she framed the whole pretty privilege narrative into something deeper. And whether you agree or not, it's definitely got people talking, right? Now, I don't know exactly where Saweetie stands after these allegations. We haven't heard her side. And everything that's come out so far is still just claims. But what we do know is that this
Y'all wonder why people always do the McDonald's shit. Like, why celebrities always promote McDonald's? Like, why is that a thing they do? Why is that a thing they do? Why every celebrity always do some McDonald's shit? Didn't Cardi B say that, oh, my child don't eat McDonald's? Is she still had a McDonald's meal? But she said her child don't eat McDonald's? And didn't we see Cardi B saying, I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do this, and she was cleaning the house while Offset was in the house? So these people are just telling y'all stuff and selling y'all stuff that they not doing. Isn't that weird? Didn't Cardi B say that she don't let her kid listen to her music? These people look kind of weird, bro. So you don't let your kid do this stuff, but you will sell it to your fans. You telling your fans to not cook, clean, or do nothing for your man, but you in the house cooking and cleaning for your man. You telling your audience if your man not buying you a Birkin to leave him because your man can buy you a Birkin, but he also cheating on you while he buying you a Birkin, and the man at home being loyal to them, taking care of the kids. It's kind of backwards.
Conversation opens up a much
Let me tell you about the press who bunch chicken sandwich that later.
bigger door because it's way more common than people think. And it got me thinking about something else, which is if Saweetie, someone with money, fame, and a career, and a very strong brand, is allegedly moving this way, imagine what's going on with the industry women who don't have any of that.
Amen.
Imagine what a lot of these Instagram models are doing behind the scenes, like not the established ones, the ones who are trying to get it popping just now. The ones who are flying out to all these different places like it's nothing. Amsterdam to Bali to Oslo. Next day she's all up in New York and then back to Bali. Like, bitch, how the fuck you do that shit? Posting this luxurious lifestyle, but they don't have a consistent stream of income. And a lot of them are just doing what they can to keep up with the image.
The pom pom is getting sold out. Them getting dig out. The pom pom I get fling and ding. Them a fly and fry. What you mean? Pom pom I get fly and fry. One man yasso, one man deso, and next man deso. Pom pom I get fly and fry. Them I fly and pom pom I fry. You see me? Dig.
To survive, to
Dig and dash.
maintain a lifestyle, or to chase that next opportunity, which usually comes in the form
Dig
of
and
a man
dash.
with money who they're using as a come up. I think these allegations are
They going to Dubai and letting people doodle on their chest. I'm trying to show you, it's crazy out there in the streets, man. These girls do crazy things, man. Girls is getting golden showers for money. They getting peed on. Girls are getting peed on for $10,000. Like I'll give you $10,000 for me to pee on you. Golden shower. It's real. This is really happening in real life. It's crazy.
pretty wild. And to emphasize once again, these are just allegations right now. However, I don't know, man.
It's crazy, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video.